She's up all night to get some. She's up all night for good. Don't bother saying it. I'm a genius. I'm aware of the fact when I mute. It's the dead of the night. Probably not where all of you live, if any of you live not in the US of A, in which case, you probably shouldn't be watching me. I'm a cold-blooded Japanese American. The only thing that runs through this veins is USA, USA, USA. Probably anime, manga, eroge, light novels, and several mental illnesses. That's actually quite a few things, now that I think about it. But it's the dead of the night, the darkness, it's consuming. You're up. Oh, it's only 11:30. 11:30 for me, anyway. I thought it was much, much worse. Let me figure out audio, because I never figure it out, and I always do everything incorrectly. You know, you snickerdoodles, you know, back in the day, at 11:30 p.m., I'd sneak around while the parents were asleep, and I'd eat all the snickerdoodles up. They costed a penny. I can't believe you're not able to afford a house of your own. I was able to afford it at 17. All I did was run a lemonade stand and had my own home. I'll never be old. Age is a mental illness in itself. I do think I have the wisdom of an old man, though. Which, I guess wisdom in its own way is a mental killness. The more things you learn, the less accepting you are to try new things. The less willing you are to put yourself into situations that you normally wouldn't, right? Or maybe not. I actually had an interesting question asked to me somewhat recently. They asked me, Glenn, what type of old person would you be? And I thought about it for a moment. I considered it. I considered the possibilities of being old. And I think I'm gonna be an old person that just does drugs. I'm gonna be somebody who just, my body's already fucked at that point. There's no reason. There's absolutely 0 point to my existence when I get old. If I get old, there's literally nothing to be done. I might as well do what I haven't been doing in my youth. Because all of these things in our youth that it's like, oh, don't do that, don't do that, don't do that, especially don't do that. I'm gonna do them all. Fuck it, I'm gonna do heroin. I'm gonna stick the needle directly into my veins. Grandpa from Little Miss Sunshine. You know, I went to the movies. Speaking of films, I went to the movies a couple days ago, late at night, because I was exhausted and I didn't know what to do and I didn't really feel like doing much of anything. So I thought, let me go to a theater that's gonna be empty and there's gonna be absolutely nothing to annoy me. I get to the theater, and you want to know what it is? It's a midnight showing of the Super Mario animated movie. Super Mario Bros. The broiest of the broiest. And I think to myself, man, this is gonna be chill. I'm gonna have a good time. I sit down directly in the middle, there's no one there, and then in the distance I can hear it. I can hear the puckering, I can hear the snickering, I can hear the couple. The traitors to the cause. I see a girl and a boy come into the theater. They come in from the left side, the right side completely empty. I'm like, okay, I need to move to the right. So I Metal Gear Solid snake my way across the floor, eating up popcorn along the way. It's probably months old. I'm probably gonna die soon. But that's okay. Death is inevitable. And when I sit down, I'm like, okay, great. They come and sit right behind me. I'm not joking. It's like, I don't know if you know about this. I don't know if you've experienced this. I don't know anything. Well, I know everything, but I don't know everything. I only know what I know. It's similar to when you go into the men's stall to pee, and you go up to one of the urinals, and somebody comes up and stands right next to you, even though there's like 5 other ones. They like peek over the little wall that's usually there, and they're like, hey, nice cock, man. And I look them deep in the eyes, and I say, what the fuck's wrong with you? And then I look at their cock and give the compliment back, because mom didn't raise somebody who didn't reciprocate. What if you turn the polycule? Moon, don't make me look things up. Don't make me feel stupid in this moment. Because I feel like I know what it is. But I really don't want to, I don't want to Google and then have you call me out for Googling again because my keyboard is this fucking loud. But they sit right behind me, and I'm like, oh, awesome, that's lovely. What an absolutely cool thing to do. The movie starts, it's fucking bad. I'm like, whatever. I didn't expect it to be good. I just wanted to watch it so that I could tell people, hey, fuck you. Why do video game movies consistently have to be this, like, poisonous schlock that just hits every single normal beat that they think makes it successful? It's like a Marvel movie, honestly. They find out exactly what makes money, and they think, well, if we just do that 17 more times, we'll make $1 bajillion. And it did that, and then it made $1 bajillion! So maybe it was a good movie. Maybe I'm the one in the wrong. All I know is that Mario's cock was not fat enough. I wanted to see more bulge. I wanted to see Luigi bulge, and there was none of that happening, so the movie immediately fell to the wayside in my brain. But that's not the point. I'm not here to shit on, I'm not here to sleep. I'm not here to talk about my mental illnesses. Well, I mean, maybe I am. I'm here to talk about the people behind me at the movie. The people behind me at the movie, they start about 20 minutes into the film. It's like the first time you see Bowser in his mighty glory. I think of that, like, 120 FPS gif of Bowser, like, doing the fucking Fortnite gritty whenever I see him. That's how he's been poisoned to my mind. He's no longer a video game character. He is the gritty. And these people behind me, I can hear it. My ears are old. They're broken. There's nothing left to them. They're probably full of earwax, and I probably should go to the doctor and do like the thing where you remove the earwax, where they like put the water. I actually did that recently, but I want to do it again. I think I maybe talked about that in another stream before, where I really enjoyed that. I really enjoyed hot water being poured into my ear. It felt intimate. Maybe my life's lacking intimacy. I don't know, but these people behind me were not lacking intimacy. You could hear it. You could hear the ASMR sounds behind me. I'm so sorry if this sounds terrible what I'm doing right now. I rubbed the mic a little bit. I could hear them touching one another, and I was like, I'm not gonna turn around. I'm not gonna turn around. It's similar to a dinosaur. It's similar to prey. It's similar to Predator. You just simply have to stand still and you don't exist. If you let yourself stagnate in that one spot long enough, eventually you become a part of the earth. And that's what I was attempting to do. I was hoping to be birthed into a great tree, perhaps a coconut tree, because I like the word coconut. And it didn't happen. An hour into the movie, how do I replicate the noises that were going on behind me? Because it was just us. This is a midnight showing of Mario. There could have been children, you never know. Children maybe could have showed up at any point. But these two whippersnappers were sitting in the back, and all of a sudden I hear, oh, oh. What? How do you replicate the sound of a dick being sucked? Because that's all I thought. That's all I thought. I don't even know if it was true because I didn't want to turn around. So I hear that for a brief moment, and then it stops. Silence. Utter silence. It's like, for once in my life, the thoughts are no longer running. The voices, they're quiet. Even physically. Silence. All I can hear is the worst Mario voice acting I've ever heard. I never would have thought they'd pick, I don't even know his fucking name. Is it Chris Pratt? I don't know. It was awful. It was awful. But it's all I heard. It's all I had. So in that moment, sometimes even things that you particularly wouldn't rely on, they become attached to you. So the Chris Pratt voice acting was all I had in that moment. It's all I could put forth in my mind to distract myself from the misgivings behind me, from the adultery going on. At the end of the film, I didn't hear any more noises. The film went on like normal. It was bad. It wasn't good. There's no reason to go see it unless you want to give Nintendo more money. And I slowly turn my gaze. I stand up like a powerful mid-level boss that you're fighting in a Souls game. It's not one that's particularly difficult, but it's one that you know is going to cause you trouble. I stand. I turn around and make eye contact. One of them looks away. It's the man. The man is the embarrassed one. The girl looks at me. She looks me deep into my blood red eyes. And she smirks. And then I notice that they are both they are both legitimately wearing Monogatari shirts. And I love Monogatari. So everything, there's no revenge to be had. There's no vengeance. There's no negative thoughts running through my mind. I think, oh hey, what's up? I ask, hey, who's your favorite Monogatari character? And the guy says Shinobu, because of course he fucking does. And I go, hey, when you say Shinobu, what type of Shinobu? You mean like all of her forms, or do you have a specific preference, brother? And he gets quiet for a moment, ponders his thoughts, and he goes, the lolly form. And I go, okay, let's carry on. And then the girl is unfathomably based and says Hanokawa, which that is my favorite Monogatari character. I like her because I feel like I share a lot of things with that girl. Mostly the problems in my life, but that's how you know you like somebody. That's how you know you like somebody. I know it's weird, but you usually prefer people and characters who have similar things going on. Very cryptic statement. What is the cryptic statement? Oh, what, the problems in my life? I don't know. It's when it comes to Hanekawa specifically as a character. Sorry, I'm drinking water. I'm not actually drinking tea tonight. I know it's a rare thing, but I've already drank too much tea today. That I share a lot of problems with her. Go watch Monogatari. She's me for real, for real. It's she has all of the great things that go on in a character. Parental issues, unsure of themselves, unbelievably egotistical to the point that they no longer have the ego. It's she cares so much but only has lingering cares. I guess that's a way to describe me. I care about everything, but then when I actually need to care about myself, it's a lingering thought. It's not one that sticks around for very long. I also think she is unbelievably hot. I also do think that. And she cuts her hair a lot because that's character development, right? That's character development. You see somebody in real life and you're like, yo, bro, nice character development, bro. Because they got a haircut. It's genuinely true. It's genuinely true. Whenever someone gets a new haircut or they change their hairstyle completely, I go up and I'm like, bruh, dude, this fucking, what's going on, man? And why am I doing that voice? That voice has been a part of me for the past week. I'm so sorry if it comes out too often. The Mario movie sounds pretty complicated. I make things complicated. The complexities within me, they become superficial elements. There's no escape. There's absolutely no escape from what I bring. But anyways, the movie sucked. The movie sucked. That guy probably got good head. Good for him. Good for the Shinobu fan. I'm proud of him. I wish they hadn't stood behind me. I don't know the thought process. The thought process between city, like, they sat 2 rows behind me, but directly behind me. I understand the thought of, let's be directly behind him. I don't understand the thought of, let's be close to him. There's more going on there that I don't particularly want to dissect. I'm sure if you use your brain for even a brief moment, you'll realize the dissection that's going on. I don't want to think about it. But if they used me to fuel some sort of fetish, then I'm glad to have been of use. I'm so happy to be useful. There's not too many times in your life that you get to be truly useful to somebody. And in that moment, I could say I really was, I guess. But okay, I was talking about hair because I got a haircut. I didn't change my hair drastically, but that day I was being an outsidey boy. I know, rare, impossible, not something you'd ever expect. I went and got a haircut. I hate it. 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 I'm sociable. I know I am. I probably like am seen as one of the most sociable people at even my workplace, my human workplace. But I don't want to talk. I don't want to talk if I'm not forced into the environment. It's similar to like friends or acquaintances that you have in school, the acquaintances you have at work. They don't. It's not that they don't matter to me, but they kind of don't. I want to have a good time, but I don't want to push the envelope more than I have to. I want to get things completed, and then go ponder my thoughts. I want to be the thinker. I want to be somebody you see in the distance. I want to see me in the back of a McDonald's. One of the lights went out. You're a bit terrified. Why is that man sitting at the one seat where there's no light? The only thing that's being casted across my face is the lone the lone light of a kid's iPhone sitting in the booth next to me. I want that. I want people to think, oh, he's so mysterious while I consume some chicken nuggies. Is it so bad to desire that? Is it so bad to want to be seen as aloof, as mysterious, as cool, instead of being seen as the goofy guy? The goofiness is only supposed to be present when you speak to me, not when you look at me. Maybe it's false advertising in a way, honestly. You see my post on Twitter, you're like, you know, that's a very attractive VTuber right there. And then you click on the stream and you hear me speak, and you just absolutely you get absolutely bombarded by feelings you did not anticipate from the model. There's no reason I can't be mysterious. Oh, thank you, Moon. I do my best. Sadly, I talk too much, so maybe the mysterious part, maybe that's the reason I can't be mysterious. But, oh god, I got a haircut. Okay, I received a haircut. Nothing changed. All I did was cut it because it had gotten too long. It's becoming progressively hotter. Usually when I'm in the room, it's pretty hot, you know. It's a scorching volcano when I enter. So I really have to keep my hair on the lower ends during this type of weather. Because I can't stand it. I cannot stand heat. I can't stand warmth. I can't stand not being able to change something. I need to change it. When it's cold, I can change it. I can put on more layers. I can grab my PC case and put it on top of my chest. When it's hot, you can't do much. You can strip. You can slowly remove your clothing. New article. You're playing strip poker with yourself, trying to see what's comfortable. You're never comfortable. Heat is impossible to be comfortable in. If you're comfortable in it, you're an alien. There's something wrong with you. I'm a VTuber, and I'm saying there's something wrong with you. That is a terrible, terrible look, you have to know. But this goofball got his haircut, and I hate it. I don't know what to talk to them about. So, I sit down in the chair, and I'm like, hi. She says, what would you like today? And I'm like, I just want like an inch off. I would prefer the hairstyle to stay the same. She starts cutting, and I notice, oh wait, oh god, that's a lot of hair that's falling down, isn't it? I can see parts of myself being cut away from me. I'm no longer gonna be me at the end of this. I'm gonna be a completely different person. The character development, it's being forced upon me. And she is cutting 1.5 inches off of my hair. So currently, my hair is shorter than I'd like. But my AC broke today. And I didn't tell her. She'd already started. And I'd probably be too socially anxious to tell her anyway. I probably would just be like, thanks. Whenever somebody gives me a bad, fresh cut, I just say thanks. I don't complain. The damage has been done. Haircuts, you can't fix a haircut. After the deed is done, there's nothing that can be done. There's no reason to be upset. There's no reason to be an asshole. There's no reason to discuss the befallings of your poor, poor hair. But I realized today that it's still too much. I still have too much hair on my body. I need to go get another haircut, and I'm terrified because I can't remember what I talked to her about. I usually just say the generic things. I'm like, "How's your day? How's your day? What are you doing?" But I can't do it because I can't do that again. She's gonna realize I'm a one note book. She's gonna realize I don't care about her. She's gonna realize I have nothing to say to her. Because she's always the one who cuts my hair. She cuts my hair and we don't have much of a conversation. That's why I prefer her when I go to get my hair cut. But my social anxiety sensors are blasting. It's like the secret sword or the secret weapon that a mecha character has in the penultimate episode. It's just uncontainably hype The blasters, they're going off. Pew, 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 pew. And I'm fucked. I am basically in distress because I want to go get my hair cut again. And I'm such a fuck up. I'm considering driving an extra 20 minutes to get my hair cut at a place I don't go to. Just because I'm so terrified of the idea of seeing her again, and her thinking I either hate the haircut, I hate her, and also, I mean, maybe I do hate her. Maybe I'm thinking so much about it because I hate her. Or maybe I'm in love. Maybe this is the very first time I've felt true feelings for somebody else. No, I don't think so. I think I just hate her. I think I just hate social interactions. But like, if I go get my hair cut from her again, what am I supposed to talk about? My hair? My day? I can't do that. Am I being interrogated? Is she gonna start role-playing LA Noire? Is she gonna bring out the Cole Phelps voice? Is she gonna just ask me in the Cole Phelps accent from the 1940s? Do you like little boys, Mendez? I'm terrified. My social battery can't handle this. I can't take it. I don't want it. I can't refill it. I'm not a Tesla. Elon Musk can't fix me. There's absolutely nothing to be done. So I'm gonna spend like half of my day driving tomorrow, I think, to get my hair cut at a completely different location because I can't be normal. I can be so unbelievably normal that the normalness wears off, if that makes sense. Oh god. What's a boy to do? A boy in his hair. Oh yeah, I installed my RAM finally. I got my new RAM. Just cut it myself? No. No. How are you meant to do that? I don't want to look at myself in the mirror for like 20 minutes. You cut your own hair? You cut your own hair, genuinely? How? How? What type of haircut do you have? Is your hair short? Is it long? How do you manage? I remember I saw a friend cut his hair once, and he tried to give himself a fade, and all I can say is the Riz faded away. It's very long? Does that make it easier? Because there's not as much to cut. I guess that would make sense, right? So you basically, yeah, so you don't cut it. My hair is on the longer side for a guy. Why are you so threatening tonight? Why are you threatening the knife so much? I'm not judging. I like long hair. I love long hair. I've thought about it often, like letting my hair grow, but it takes so long. It's so terrifying to go through phases of your hair that you're not sure will look good. But I change my hair like every year, every couple years. I usually try something new at least, just because I get bored. I get very bored of my hair. And also, I feel as though guy hair, you can do a lot with it, but people will look at you oddly if you do too much with it. And I don't particularly like being the center of attention when I'm walking around the mall or I'm walking to the movie theater and seeing the Mario movie with two people getting a blowjob behind me. Not particularly my exact, favorite thing. Put it in a bun? Do you want me to be from the Shogunate era? You want me to be a Shogunate samurai? I don't let my hair get that long. I want to though. I've thought about the man bun a lot. Because I see people when they rock the man bun so like attractively. But also that sounds like effort. I like to let my hair fall in place. I like to cut it so that it falls in place in the way that I like without me having to do anything. I genuinely probably should start, like, doing my hair, updoing it again. But no, I wake up and I'm tired. I wake up and I want to look like a mid-2000s boy band member without having to put any product in my hair. I have been embracing product lately though. And by embracing product, I mean stealing it. I maybe have been kind of just grabbing whatever I see my sisters using. What kind of product? Well, mostly like skincare stuff. I don't remember what it's exactly called. But as grandpa ages, I'm starting to think more about that kind of thing. I'm starting to consider it more. I don't think it's hit me just yet. Besides very, when I get an alternate model, I'm gonna make sure to get the alternate bag under my eyes, because I'm a very tired man. I'm a very tired man, which I kind of don't mind. I being tired is awful, but you know, you can manage. And I don't like to not, if I'm not tired, something's wrong. I didn't try hard enough. If I'm well rested, if I'm okay, if I'm fine, something was a mistake that day. I didn't do something. I missed something. I love being drained. I love it. I don't not the kind of drain that you're probably thinking of, but like mentally, socially, not those kind of drains, but mentally drained, I'd say. I think that it's very important. You know, it's unbelievably easy to say, "Oh, I'm tired. Oh, I'm exhausted." But am I really? What is that one last rep? What is that one last game? What is that one last conversation? What is that one last text message? What's that one last time of hitting stream? Because it's Tuesday. I've never streamed on Tuesday before. And I'll be honest, I may be called off work today, so that might be why I'm streaming on Tuesday. But human work is not of importance. You like my model's hair? Thank you, Aster. I'm a very pretty boy. I really like keeping my hair up to my standards. Which is why I just had an entire conversation about about possibly getting a second haircut after just getting one. What was I talking about? Oh yeah, I was talking about being drained. Not like the succubi drain, not the incubi drain, not any of that stuff. That's a thought process that I'll leave up to you. But what was I saying? I once health is secondary to me in a weird way. Health is important to me, but health is secondary to the way I feel mentally. If I tell myself that I'm tired, if I can't accept being tired, my brain will let my limbs know. If I complain, if I even think about it, I'm like, I'm so tired. My brain is gonna fuck me. It's gonna betray me. It's gonna be a traitorous. It's gonna make me walk the plank. It's gonna attack my limbs, attack my eyes, my cock, my whatever, my body parts. Just I know that it's over. As soon as I complain about being tired, it's over. But if I stay in the mindset that just a little bit more is fine, there's kind of a glowing light at the end of the tunnel. I can keep going. If I'm not tired, I feel unfulfilled. I need to be tired. I like relaxing, but I need to be tired. But before I get distracted, I have guess what? I have 64 gigabytes of RAM. DDR4, not DDR5, because I'm not updating my motherboard. Fuck that, I'm not spending all that money. I am the fastest you'll ever see me. I could probably even do that one thing that always crashed my PC. I could do this when the RAM was broken. I could do this. I could fit the lighting, the mood lighting. Mood lighting's actually so important to the way you think about yourself. Like in the moments. Like right now, when I stream, I tend to turn on all my lights. More often than not, I'll be a little bit of a social shut-in and just I'll gaze deeply into the monitor and ruin my eyesight further. I'll be like, browsing Twitter, browsing various sites, and just absolutely burning my eyeballs. And I like that vibe. But turning on the lights, it kind of turns me into this. Having the lights on makes me more sociable. When the lights are off, I want to stare at the night sky. I want to look at the constellations. I want the silence. I want the few words that are said between me and whoever I'm partnered with in that moment to just be only things that matter. Things that I'll remember being said. Because I say a lot of stuff. And I try to make every word count. But they're not gonna count. They're not gonna count. At least, not in my broken head. I forget things very easily. I've realized that people remember things from my streams better than I do. Which I appreciate. I'm very grateful for that. I'm grateful for people having good memories when I don't. But I installed the RAM before I started the stream. It's kind of why I definitely had to stream tonight, because I wanted to test everything, make sure everything wasn't broken. And I don't know how much you know about hardware when it comes to computers, but I had to remove my CPU cooler, which is a fucking hassle because my PC case is unbelievably tiny. I like tiny things. I talk about this, yada yada. So I take it off, and I'm thinking to myself, while I'm contorting my body, I'm contorting my, yes, ambient lighting. While I am contorting my body, I realize, I just kind of, for a moment, like, I look at myself from an outsider perspective. Like, my sister comes in the room or something, or some family member sees me doing this. Which they did. They did see me doing this. I really wanted to stream it, to be honest. It only would have been like a 20-minute stream, probably, at most. But I want to figure out how to do things like that. I want to figure out ways to be creative. Because it is, as much as I love myself, it can be a bit limiting. I know there's ways to do it. I have to ask people and educate myself, which I'm good at adapting. I learn things pretty quickly. I pick up on things. But talking to people is hard. Talking to other people is a stepping stone that I thought I passed a long time ago. But becoming a part of this hobby, yeah, I wouldn't even call this a hobby at this point. This is a part of my life. Hobbies are a part of your life, but hobby feels like not as strong a word because this is important to me. Talking to you all, being here, doing something beyond what I normally would do, doing something actively. Because when it came to content stuff, I would be very passive in the way I did things. I would focus, but I wouldn't focus. I would get obsessed with a project, immediately leave it to the wayside, and then adopt another project and just leave it unfinished. There's so many unfinished things on this computer that it's depressing. It's depressing to even think about cleaning my computer out in terms of like hard drive and SSD space and whatnot, because I know I'm gonna find things, and I'm gonna think to myself, why? Why am I like this? Why do I have 17 projects that were actually pretty cool that I just did not complete? It's about Moon, if you're listening, publish your writing. Because I hate that thought. I hate that thought of making things and not finishing them. I hate not finishing. Finishing is the most important part of, well, everything, isn't it? But you like it? No, I know. The things that I worked on, I liked it too. But I want you to share what you like. I like when people like sharing what they like. It's what I like to do. I've said the word like a lot of times. That's actually something I actively attempt to not do. I don't know if it's noticeable. You know, there's the filler words. People have filler words. When they're considering, people have filler words. They say, like, things like that. I really try not to do that. Not because I think it's bad. I think it's completely okay to take your time. But I feel it makes me feel uncertain in myself. So I try my best to not say filler noises or words too often. You like keeping it for you? Okay, share it with me then. You can keep it for you, but you have to share it with me, okay? How's that sound? I give you streams at a very late hour, and you give me your writings. I won't share them with anyone else. I'll just tell you did a good job. I've just ended up Zatsuing again, haven't I? Why do I do this? I actually had a game ready to play. Well, I'll be 100% honest. I maybe didn't test it, but I believe in myself. I believe in myself. It's gonna work this time. It's not gonna be like Harvester. It's gonna work. My video game knowledge, my software knowledge, it's escalating every single day. Oh yeah, I got distracted. While I was putting together everything, see, 100,000 word Evangelion Asuka Utena Nanami slow burn. I would absolutely adore that. It's not something I mention often, but I read fan fiction. I don't do it as often as I used to, but back in the day when I had myriads of time, so much time, I would read fan fiction because it was inspirational. It seeing one person work so hard on one thing just because of how much they adore it. There's nothing better. There's nothing better. There's nothing like, it's like when you watch a streamer and you can tell they're having fun. It's when you watch a YouTube video. It's when you go outside and you talk to people and you know they're enjoying themselves. When people enjoy themselves, when they love something, when they adore something, when they're so impassioned about something, it's fucking phenomenal. There's no feeling that overcomes that. So please, send me your 100,000 word fanfiction, and I'll read 50,000 of it, get tired, and be like, this sucks. This is not how Shinji would act. This is not, Shinji would fuck Asuka. He's a base Chad, I promise. He's just like me. Oh, I got distracted again. So while I was putting the RAM in the computer, I have to take the CPU cooler off, and I had to clean the CPU. I had to get all the gook off of it, all the gook. So I took all the gook off, used 70% rubbing alcohol. I don't know what rubbing alcohol is usually used for, to be 100% honest with you. And actually, something I learned recently, I eat apples. Apple a day keeps the doctor away, and I hate the doctor. I want to punch the doctor. I want to get in a fist fight with the doctor. I need to have a boxing match to just determine whether or not he's correct. When he says, hey, you should do this, I'm going to be like, no. I read on Google.com that I should do the opposite. I want to fist fight him about all the things he tells me is better for me, because he's wrong and I'm right. But I eat apples. I only just recently learned that apple seeds are they might be a bit toxic. They might not be the best thing in the world. Eating them is not supposed to be something you do, supposedly. I forget exactly what it was. They're fine? Somebody told me that, oh god, there's some sort of chemical. Obviously, I didn't believe them wholeheartedly. I'm not that gullible, I think. But I believe them. They contain cyanide. That's what he said. They contain cyanide. And it's not as though I know what cyanide... Well, I guess I now know what cyanide tastes. I'm gonna order some cyanide off of Amazon. Is that okay? Can I do that? Is that a thing that's possible? Can I get cyanide that easily? Because it tastes delicious. If it tastes like apple seeds, I want to consume cyanide. I want to pour it into my body. I want my body to be 90% cyanide. I want all the water to be replaced by cyanide. Well, I crush things. I crush beneath my feet. Everybody, everything is below me. Of course I crush them. Crushed like 1 billion of them? I've definitely crushed a lifetime worth. At least a human lifetime worth of them. You're telling me if I eat several hundred of them, it's not enough? I'll be okay? Because I was a little bit concerned about it today. I wasn't concerned enough to not eat an apple, but I thought about it. Doesn't build up in my body, okay. What about a demon body? You don't know that. What about an Oni body? What about an Oni? It clears it out. The body's such a wonderful thing. We put the absolute worst things imaginable into ourselves, and the body's like, we got you. You're okay. And then sometimes it keeps it. It keeps the things. And you're like, what the fuck, bro? Why do you get rid of everything else, but you don't get rid of... Quick Moon, you're smart. Tell me something. Onis aren't weak. What am I weak to? I don't think I've shown weakness one time on stream. That's insulting. Why do you enjoy insulting the streamer? Why do you enjoy insulting me specifically? I don't feel as though I deserve any sort of insults. I think I'm rather kind, honestly. I feel like I get bullied. I'll make a soon emote just for you, and I'll make it the follower emote or whatever. And that reminds me, I have to message my friend about about how everything's going with that. Because I commissioned the emotes, or well, I talked about commissioning them and they told me they would get back to me. So I do need to ask them about that. Because emotes, they're a cool thing. And if I'm gonna play ads that make me 0 money on stream, I would very much prefer that people at least could use the fucking functions that I get with being an affiliate. Wait, I got distracted again. Yeah. I was putting the RAM and stuff into my computer, my little baby. I call her Celicia. She's my love. Every single time I build a new computer, I name her something. It's always a her. I do like boys, I promise. Boys are alright. Boys can be pretty cool. I'm pretty cool myself. But I usually name them female names. This one, I've had it for a year now, I think, is when I built it. And it failed me. It failed me within a year as soon as I started doing this, didn't it? Celicia, you fucking suck! I just kicked her a little bit. Not enough to break anything, because I'm absolutely terrified of having to spend more money on this computer than I have to. But I love building computers. And I realized while I was putting the RAM inside, I was kind of arching my body, doing a lot of weird things. I was a yoga instructor for a brief moment. I thought, hey, what the fuck? What the absolute fuck? How come this isn't considered attractive? I'm down here in the depths, and if somebody saw me doing this, they'd be like, that's a fucking nerd. They wouldn't think, oh, that's an attractive guy doing an attractive thing. They would think that guy's a fucking nerd. That guy's a loser. What the hell? Hardware is cool. I could fix your fucking iPhone. I can open your up iPhone and show you the insides. I can show you the inside of your heart while showing the inside of the iPhone. But for some reason, it's not considered cool to be a nerd. So I talk about the DRAM frequency and nobody cares. They're like, you suck. And I'm like, okay, all right, I guess. And it got me thinking, hey, do I look attractive? Is this attractive? And I thought, to me it would be, because I love computers. But if I saw a man breathing heavily over a motherboard of blinking lights, I would think, I want to fuck him. No. Not that I want to fuck. I need to fuck that stupid nerd. The memory frequency. I need it. I need to hear the whispers. I need to hear the memory frequency being whispered as he sticks it in. Just loud enough to be heard as he clicks in the RAM. You hear the click of the RAM going in, and it's fine. It's been seated properly. And then all of a sudden my clothes come off. I think it's unbelievably attractive. But in porn, not that I consume much porn, but like the stereotypes of porn, right? Like what porn used to be back in the day, where porn was just this meme of you fuck the pizza guy, you fuck the what are they called? The plumber. I just saw the Mario movie. How the fuck did I forget about that? You fuck the plumber, you fuck, what else do they do in porn? You fuck, I don't know. You fuck some sort of profession. And those professions always have the ugliest people. Because I don't get covered in motor oil or anything. I mean, I could cover myself in oil. It wouldn't be an accident, but I could do it. I could cover myself in rubbing alcohol. 70%. Is that good enough? Is that what's required? It's only good when it's an accident? I can wholeheartedly agree with that, to be honest with you. Yeah. I think I'm discriminated against. I think I'm being discriminated against. Everybody comes crying to me when they don't understand. It's translucent. What's wrong with being translucent? Does it have to be something dark? Is that what's required? Is there something unattractive about transparency? You can still see like little liquids, and it was only 70%, so it'd be kind of like water. Like you just hop out of that pool, that one pool that you see in all the gravure photos, gravure from the Japanese like hot lady magazines. The pool, you know what I'm talking about, right? The pool. That's like in a skyscraper or something that they always take attractive photos at. Not that I look at those attractive photos. I just they're just things that appear to me. I don't search them out. I'm on twitter.com and sometimes you see attractive people. Oops, I was trying to open my game and open my own stream. When a girl sees motor oil, they want to rub it off with a handkerchief. I know nothing about cars. I hate to say it. They just poured water on me if it's rubbing alcohol. Can you not blend water with motor oil? Why does a handkerchief require the motor oil treatments? Would a handkerchief not be good enough for rubbing alcohol? If it wasn't for the laws of these lands, I would ban you. But also because I like you. I need to... I've been talking for like an hour already. How the fuck does this happen? How the fuck do I do this every single time? I was gonna play a video game. 1 second. Give me a brief moment. I need to obey the laws of the land and go to the restroom. The restroom is very, very, very far away. You're not gonna hear anything, but I'm gonna mute my mic anyway because I'm absolutely terrified. So I'll be right back. Returns! I have let go of my inner worldly desires in that one 30-second motion. Grizz the official. Grizz? Do I call you official? Do I have to add the official every single time I address you? Grizz official? Handsome demon? I am. I'm rather handsome. I would say so. Burn you with a Gucci light. I don't burn easily. I don't burn easily, Grisbo. I do not burn that easily. I can say that my wardrobe is lacking of the Gucci, but the personality is full of Gucci, I can promise. But I have been just chatting for God knows how long. Almost an hour. So I wanted to play a game. I wanted to test the PC and make sure things actually work. So it's probably a game you haven't heard of, honestly. I kind of forgot about its existence, even though I was kind of excited about it. Have you heard of the God, back in the day, if you played on Xbox 360, played on the old Xbox Live and had slurs thrown at you every single time you played something, there was a game called Limbo, a 2D side-scrolling puzzle game called Limbo, by a developer called Playdead, which I'm not particularly fond of that idea. I don't like playing dead. I like playing around, but I don't like playing dead. If you play dead, that's no fun. So I like that company. Because they also made Inside. They also made Inside, which I don't know why you would call your game just Inside. There's so many implications from the idea of inside, and I suppose that the vagueness of it is the appeal. The appeal is the fact that you can assume anything you want. You can assume anything about Limbo. Not Limbo, Inside. My assumptions were sexually gratifying in nature, but that's because I used to play Aerogay every single day of my life. But nowadays, I'm just a demon online. I'm just an Oni boy online. Rawr. You hate leg day? I'm with you, Grisbo. Nobody likes using their legs. Your legs should just always be strong. It's fucked up that you even have to train them. You like leg day? Do you like the pain? Do you like the pain? Because when it comes to working out, I do genuinely enjoy. I do genuinely adore the feeling of, holy fucking shit, I can't go any further. But then I go further. Then I go further. I love that. I do love that. But leg day, I don't like what it does to the following day. I can love leg day, but I'll hate the following day. The legs are jello? That's what you need, more leg days. I feel like no matter how many leg days you do, though, jello is just, it becomes a part of you. The jello is existing within you. You can think, oh, I've been working out for my entire life. I've been doing this for 10 years. And then you do leg day and you realize that you are weak. That you are not as powerful as you ever anticipated. That you could do anything. Because you can't do anything. After leg day, I can't do anything. That's good, though, Grisbo. It's good as long as you're not vomiting or anything. I thought movies and stuff were lies. Genuinely. I thought they were lies, where it's like you could push yourself so hard that your body rejects you. Your body wants to vomit. Your body just actually stops functioning. You become a dysfunctional human. But it's good to push yourself that far. But if you're just starting, don't push yourself that far. That's a mistake I think a lot of people make, right? They think, well, I'm just gonna go super, super, super extra hard, and things will work out. They don't work out. The only thing that works out is the self-hatred you develop. Because I can tell you, when I work out, it's mostly self-hatred of, I pushed myself too far. Why do I do this? I think earlier I talked about that, where I was like, I enjoy that battle with myself. I hate the idea of not doing enough. I want and desire more than anything to, you know, not be a bitch. I guess is the best way to see it. The best way to seize it. I don't think you're a bitch if you limit yourself, but at least in my head, I don't want to say I'm too tired, I'm too exhausted, I can't do it, because I can do it. One more. Do it again. Push yourself. Hostage or not, it's nice to be held. I don't disagree with that. What is it? What is the syndrome called again? I remember reading something about this a long time ago, specifically in relation to films, where films so often more than not make like the female lead this type of hostage to be saved, and it's ridiculous how many movies and films you can identify where it's like she's just a damsel in distress, but they take her hostage. It's like she becomes a hostage, and then she loves you. Like, I had to find that article. It's been so long since I read it, but it was so interesting because it just analyzed all of these various films that did it, and it was like they all do literally the same thing. Why is this a stereotype? Stockholm syndrome. Thank you. I promise I know that. I promise I know many things. Okay, so I got distracted, and I'm not joking. I'm not sure if you can hear this. Maybe I put my. You hear that? That's the sound of a screw. While I was speaking, my fingers were on the move, and I was unscrewing something from my chair. I'm actually about to fucking fall. Oh my, why did I do that? Why did I do that? How did that happen? Also, hi Nova, I hope you're having a good night. You walked so much, you ate your dinner, and just collapsed from exhaustion. Came home from your walk, fell and slept for 10 hours. That's good. That's good, especially the rest. Because that's a problem I had, and I still have sometimes. It's difficult to convince yourself to rest, especially when you're used to doing things. You're accustomed to working hard. That's why you know about some of these things. I think I have a general idea, Nova, of why you maybe know about some of those things. You also have bad news and good news? Well, I hope the good news outweighs the bad news. You can tell me if you want. I'm probably not the best person to talk about with bad news. Phone broke my new phone. Did you like pick up a Nokia and just like slam it into an iPhone or something? What happened? Did you get did Steve Jobs come back from his grave? Did Steve Jobs come back from his grave and he was like, how dare you? And he took the old iPhone because you switched to Android or something, and he just smashed your phone. Oh, I just spilled my drink a little bit. Oopsie. Nokias are good? What, modern Nokias? I don't see anyone with modern Nokias. Reason commas are important. Phone broke. You're on your new phone? Oh, okay. Well, getting a new phone's pretty exciting at least, but having to pay for a new one's not. Do you guys use iPhones or Androids? I have a feeling it's gonna be primarily iPhones. I don't know what's possessing me to think that. Yeah, iPhone. For me, I used to use iPhones a long time ago. Android based. iPhones are good. iPhones are good phones. I will never say they're not good phones. But for me, I play a lot of I don't do it as much as I used to, I promise, but I promise I'm a normal human being now. I'm a normal human being who's just a demon during the nights. I would play a lot of Japanese gacha games because I was really obsessed with like learning Japanese, and I thought one of the best ways was just to play things I like to keep me motivated to study. So I played a lot of Japanese gacha games, and an obsessive amount. And Android, it was just easier to do that. iPhone requires like Japanese email address and all that, and Android, you can fucking break it. You can do whatever the fuck you want with an Android. It's basically a computer. It's a personal computer that you're allowed to fuck up, and if you fuck up, it's your fault. And I love when things are my fault. I don't particularly know what that means, but in my head it makes sense. I like when things are my fault. No, they're basically indestructible. Just for talking to people? I hate talking to people on the phone though, Grisbo. I don't want to talk to people on the phone. Wait, it has the snake game? What is that snake game called? I love that snake game. What was it called? Oh my god, that game's fucking awesome. I should play that on stream. Fuck whatever I was gonna do. What was it called? God, was it just called Snake? Snake game from childhood. It is just called Snake. I loved that game. I loved all the Flash games I played on my computer. I'm so glad the IT guy at the time did not shut me down. I'd play like Bubble Trouble, some like random SpongeBob game. There was just so much. The internet was so beautiful. I'm so nostalgic, and I'm just thinking about it and missing it now. It is, dude, the game, sometimes all you need is gameplay. I haven't updated in a while. I have a, god, what is it again? Let me check the settings. It's a Galaxy. It's the Galaxy Ultimate S21. I don't know. Phone names are so exhausting to remember. I don't have the headspace for it. I don't care about your phones. I don't want to think about it. Red Ball 4? One sec. Let me see. Let me peep. Red Ball 4. I don't think I ever did. I'm so sorry. I don't like to be a disappointment. I hate being a disappointment. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry that I didn't play Red Ball 4. I'm sorry that I can't share the nostalgia. But there were a lot of other ones I played. I'm taking my clothes off. I didn't mean to do that. Oops, 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 oops. I really have to memorize these. Okay, perfect. One of the classics. See, my human expenditure, my human life. Let's not pretend I'm intelligent here. Let's not do that tonight. Let's not do that tonight. My human life. I'm definitely of the age where I experienced a lot of them, but maybe Red Ball 4 was the beginning, if that makes sense. The tits are also nice. You can apply that to anything. Oh yeah, Nova, it is a Samsung Galaxy S21 Ultra. You played Dragon Ball Legends for the gacha stuff? That game looked... I don't know, that game didn't look fun. Most gacha games aren't fun. Way to enjoy gacha games is to look at the porn on Twitter. I'm sorry to say. There's very enjoyable elements, but eventually you just fall back onto the porn on Twitter. Motorola phone, unironically. Do you have one of those? Oh, they were so cool. Do you have one of those? One of those, not flip phones, but one of those phones where you just have the little keyboard that pops out. You're watching my stream on a Motorola. That's fucking phenomenal. Yeah, sidekicks. I had a sidekick. My human parents, oh, they hated me. They hated me. Because they bought me a sidekick, and this is, I think, this is when 3G was the main thing. 3G is how you access the internet. It was fucking awful. And I would go on Twitter, and I don't know, 2008 with my sidekick, and I didn't realize how much data I was using, and I cost my parents like $1,000 at some point. I believe they got it cut down, but I think they still look at me, and they still see a failure in their eyes. They're like, this fucking kid, he just looked at like anime tits on Twitter and cost us hundreds of dollars. Because when they asked me, I was like, I don't know how to explain this to them. I promise I was making friends on twitter.com that you probably won't let me meet later in life. But those are my best friends now. So who can say if it was a bad thing or not? You know, let's have a tip view. Wait, I'm just talking. I meant to play a game. Hey Salamander man, how you doing? I am gonna play a video game. I know that I'm obviously having fun doing this, but I was gonna play a video game. I need to do it. And that reminds me, I didn't test anything, so it's probably not gonna work. Game capture. But what was I talking about? I was talking about what was it? I hate when this happens. I hate when I can't remember something I was literally talking about 2 moments ago. I am gonna play a video game. I'm a gamer, I think, sometimes, occasionally. I was talking about Grisbo. Thank you so much for the follow. 1 sec. Let me show my appreciation. I think that said Grisbo. It's really tiny. Arigato, yodaimasu! I got on my hands and knees just for you, okay? I appreciate that. But I was talking about Playdead. I was talking about the company Playdead. One of the co-founders of Playdead left and made his own studio, and he made another game. Because I really love Limbo and I really love Inside. I really like the Playdead games. And I don't know exactly if he is enough of a creative director himself to really carry what I liked about those games. But I'm gonna try. I want to try the game. Why am I playing copyrighted music? Twitch is gonna kill me. They're actually gonna fucking murder me. From Sendwave because although they agreed, I was scammed. They think you're sus. I feel like that happens often with certain companies where you're completely in the right and they know you're in the right, but they give you your money back and they're like, just so this doesn't happen again and he actually does something about it, let's just get rid of it. I feel like that's a common tactic. It's very easy to just delete the people from your life. It's like, why do we have to do that? Why is elevator music playing? That's the Kizu Monogatari soundtrack. Here, I'll play something a bit more upbeat since you're hating. Why'd you choose to be a hater just suddenly, Crisbo? Why'd you have to do that to my elevator music? I'm sorry that happened. I'm glad you're okay. They didn't give you any money back? Oh, your bank's gonna fight them? If your bank does it, then it's good. It usually gets sucked. Fucking annoying though. You don't hate it? Well, don't question me. I'm very big and strong. You should be intimidated. You shouldn't question the decisions I make. But there's this, the co-founder left. I really like Limbo, and I love Inside. Here, I can... In case people haven't seen them before. Honestly, I should just... It's been so long. I should just replay Limbo and Inside, honestly. Oh, 3 bags? I've been carrying bags of groceries my entire human life, I'll have you know. I'm unbelievably powerful. When when my sister needs help, you know I'm out there carrying everything in one go. Because time is important. Efficiency is important. If you're not efficient, you're dying. You just upload all the evidence on the app, but they still probably will give you shit for it. So I never screwed back in the screw. I don't have time. There's no time. I have to be efficient. I'm streaming. It's 12:30 for me. I have work. I'm not calling off work again. They'd be mad at me. I don't like when people are mad at me. More than anything, I don't like when people are upset at me. I do everything in my power to not have people be upset at me. But where's Firefox done? I'm trying to remember how to be a good streamer. Did this work? I don't think that worked. Fuck's sake. Carry 2 40-bottle crates of water for 50 minutes before getting weak? Were you in the military? The bags are filled with rice? Well, we're not gonna do that. We're not gonna do that. We're gonna be a family with no rice. No rice unless you're carrying it inside. I have zero desire to break my arms immediately after. Like, when you get new food, it's like, yay, I get to eat, like, the good things. I don't want to, like, have my arms be broken and have to be fed like I'm in a coma. Asian, I love rice, but we don't need 300 pounds of rice, okay? We can get it, you know, eventually, but let's build up to that. Oh yeah, you worked a warehouse job. But you're like you're not able to do it anymore, right? If I recall. Like it's too dangerous. Your body just kind of eventually rejected it and stuff. Do Indian people count as Asian? I believe so. I believe so. You can be whatever you want to be. That's the amazing thing about being yourself. Although don't appropriate cultures, but you know, I'm pretty sure in the definition of where Asians are, I'm pretty sure India's included. I believe so. Oh no! No! It all crashed? Why am I looking at anime girls? Oh, it's VTube Studio. I look at anime girls constantly, but I don't know why I was looking at them in that specific moment. I was very confused. I wonder. I got new RAM and everything. I'm shocked that crashed. Hello. Hello again. But this. Fuck. Fuck. Please. You like anime boys more, JoJo's? Do you not like me then? Do you not like me? Is that what you're implying? I'm not much of a JoJo design, I'll be honest. Oh, the stamina stuff. Yeah. I feel like after I got hit with the COVID, with the beautiful, lovely COVID-19, I feel like my stamina dropped off pretty significantly, sadly. But this is inside, if you've never seen inside before. This is probably... Honestly, I adore this game. I adore this game so much. It's hard to classify things of, hey, this is like one of my favorite games. But I think it is. I do think it is, honestly. It probably is. It's very similar to Limbo. Limbo is just 2D, while this is more 3D. The atmosphere is phenomenal. As you can just see looking at it, it's like, this is a game you should play and not watch someone else play. It's not very long. I highly suggest it. But the reason that I like it so much is because, honestly, it's the type of game where when I was playing it, I really felt as if, while I was sitting on my computer, I just felt as if I was having these quiet panic attacks. I'm not someone who has panic attacks, but it brought that emotion to me. Now, what emotions classify panic attacks? I don't know. Maybe it's wrong to be like, hey, panic attacks are they're my emotion. But that's how I like to talk about it. It's technically horror in a way, but I don't like classifying things by genre too often. I feel like I feel like it's better to explain yourself wholeheartedly than to just be like, this is horror, it's a good horror thing. It's very boring to do that. It's very dishonest with yourself. Honestly, it's very dishonest with yourself to just be like, this thing's good. Now, if you want someone you know specifically to play it, and you're like, hey, this is good, I'm not gonna tell you why. Or at the very least, you should have the words within you. You should have the words within you to recommend it to people who want to know more information and people who don't. Because normally when I recommend this, I wouldn't explain it too much in detail, but it's outrageously good at capturing. It's outrageously good at not capturing how things are, but it's oh god. Oh, I've been talking too much. So I've talked about this game often. It is so outrageously good. It captures not how things are, but how they feel. That's important to me in games. I don't like how things are. I want to see how they feel. Because how they feel is not how they are, but it gives you more context to how they are, and it makes how they are more interesting. This game does that while physically unsettling you. You really feel it in your guts. You feel an unsettled feeling that you probably don't get too often from normal horror games, because normal horror games tend to be pretty direct. They tend to be superficial. It's like, hey, this is scary. Be scared. And I'm not going to say that's how all horror games are, but I feel as though after that one horror game dropped, so many people attempted to just replicate it. The Kojimbo one? Was it Kojimbo? The boy? What was it? It was the PlayStation exclusive. I can't remember what it's called. Inside the one with the giant monster, that is a thing that occurs. Running from a rabid raccoon. Running? Yeah. It makes you feel. It's abstract while being so intensely visceral. It is, in a way, there's not many game developers that I consider to be auteurs, but after playing Inside, this is a game. This is an auteur game. It's not in line with like older contemporary filmmakers like Lynch or Cunningham or anything like that, but it's the kind of thing that's wholly auteur to video games, and I think it should be played by just everybody. Because it's only 2 hours long or so. Not a long game, but it's phenomenal. So please play it. Maybe I'll play it on stream eventually. But the co-founder of that studio, they left and they made a game called Somerville. And it came out a few months ago, 6 months ago, maybe longer. I'm not too sure. I don't know the exacts when it comes to that game and the game Dead Space. Dead Space is an unbelievably different game, but I can understand the comparison. Dead Space, I only ever played Dead Space 1. I know there was that remake recently, which was just, you might as well just boot up your Xbox 360 and insert your disc of Dead Space, because it looked like there was zero reason to buy the remake. Because Dead Space 1 already looked fucking good. But similarities, the way you feel definitely is important in Dead Space. I haven't played it in so long, it's hard to talk too much about it. But Dead Space really turns the dial so slightly into humor, I feel, a bit too often for me. I know some things aren't meant to be funny in Dead Space, but they end up being to me. Like Dead Space was scary when I was a human teenager. Dead Space to me now it's a fun game. It's not a scary game. Not so much the necromorphs, but the hopelessness of it all. Like, unless you destroy the marker and eliminate the goal that is. Oh, I see. Okay, you like the overarching thing that's going on. I don't remember much about the overarching narrative of Dead Space. I'll be 100% real. I do like Dead Space. I want to return to it, to be honest, and see if I still like it. I want to see if there's more to like, because I'm completely different from how I was 10 years ago, 15 years ago, or whatever. You change so often and more than you can ever realize. Inside is still on the list? Yeah, I've told you a million times to play it, you son of a bitch. Which, to be fair, I should just buy it for you. That way you feel compelled to do it. Hey, Seal. Hi. I love your generic hi emote. Whenever I see it, it makes me feel weird. I don't know why. Whenever I see the generic emotes on Twitch, there's something unsettling about them. But anyways, I want to play Somerville. I don't know if I'll finish it. I don't think it's a very long game. Like, if the marker made it our timeline, we wouldn't just that's terrifying. Yeah. The concept of one thing can change everything is a terrifying idea. And it's true. Maybe not in the overarching sense of the world and, you know, society, but in your own life it's true. So I feel like it targets that in a way, doesn't it? Where very suddenly things can be different for you, and not in a good way. Maybe in a good way, things change. You watched a new streamer? How dare you? How dare you, Nova? What did they say that's cursed? Can I lower the volume of the music? Yeah, sure. My bad. Tell me what they said, and I'll figure out if I got the game working for once. But I don't think I did, considering that it should be popping up right here, shouldn't it? Oh, wait, I know. Wait, What is sounding? I'm gonna look that up. The fact that you told me not to makes me want to look it up. Sounding. Should I look up sounding sexually? I'm gonna presume so. Okay. I'm reading. I'm using my eyes. Sounding is a practice where men insert specially designed items made from metal or glass into the opening in the end of their penis. Hey, all right. Pain can feel good, I suppose. That might be too much pain for me, though. That might be a bit too much pain. Probably too much pain. I learned what... I felt like I already had a significant idea of what it was, but a friend sent a message and I had to Google another thing. What was it called? Crinkling. I had to Google what crinkling was. I could make... There was at least 3 things I thought that it could be. And I hate that it was the first thing I thought of. Would I ever get a nurse outfit? What a very specific question. Oh, it's because I've talked about my human job, haven't I? Probably not. Unless it's very sexy. Then the folks with the glass ones put one guy, one jar to shame. Oh god, I forgot about that. One guy, one jar. Oh, that one's so much worse than 2 girls, 1 cup. The early ons of the internet, the early aughts of the internet, people just always said about 2 girls, 1 cup, even though it's not that nasty. It's normalized now. You see 2 girls, 1 cup, and you're like, I saw that a million times. We'll keep it simple. How many knife emotes do you have, Moon? How do you have the, like, let's not keep that simple. Let's keep that complex. I would prefer you have a complex understanding of sounding before you do anything to me. But when it comes to outfits, oh no, there's a lot more outfits I prefer than wearing scrubs. Nurse outfits can be very different, but I don't have any desire to bring my human life into my Oni life, into my demon life. My demon life is significantly different from my human life. Sexy nurse outfit. I really haven't seen, like, I haven't experienced the sexy nurse when it comes to male outfits. I've seen the sexy nurse for females, and it's just them wearing no clothes. Why is that how it tends to be? When it comes October time, when it becomes close to October, and it's like Halloween's on its way, you go to the Halloween shop, and it's like sexy Mario, sexy Yoshi, and it's like they're red wearing a bikini. Want to have a knife? I commissioned emotes. They're on the way. One of them, I need to get a knife emote, I think, as well. I will get a knife emote, but the 5 that I currently asked for, none of them were knives. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry to disappoint. I'm not actually sorry. But I think they'll be good emotes. I'm looking forward to what they cook up. But I will get that. I am like, you know, I maybe am kind of technically part samurai, aren't I? I probably should have some sort of sword emote, some sort of blade. It's a bit disappointing that I don't. I'm kind of a failure in that regard. I don't fail at many things, but I failed at this. Oh, I don't mean it like that, Salamander Man. I'm wholly me. I'm wholly me. It'd be very boring if I wasn't me. I don't do this for any reason besides being Glenn. This is very similar to how I am, if not the exact same as I am as in my human form day to day. But also, it's IRL energy. It's when you meet new people, you have to match, you have to balance it. It's very selfish to be yourself wholeheartedly with somebody who you're not sure is okay with it. IRL, I have 2 horns. This is why I told you to never meet your heroes. I only have the one. I can tell you. The personality's the same. The horn's probably not. But I'm surprised you've met VTubers IRL. Do you go to conventions often? I need to realize that COVID's over and that I should go vacationing again. Because even where I work in my human job, it's over. It's over. Nobody. It's not even mandated to wear masks where I work. I work in a fucking hospital. Why the fuck? Why the fuck don't people wear masks in the hospital? Why isn't it mandated? It's insanity. Miss anime cons a little bit. Not conventions, Tinder. You're meeting VTubers on Tinder, bro? How's that go? Do they put their model up? Do they put their model up on Tinder? Is that how you meet them? What are they doing on Tinder? VTubers are supposed to be separate. Your human self matters very little to me. I'm talking to the VTuber. I don't want to talk to you. I want to talk to you, but I want to talk to you under that god. I don't need any obsession with how you look IRL. I don't need any obsession with how you are IRL. I don't care about the human form. I care about the you that I'm talking to now. The you that I see. I miss anime cons, but just a little bit. Just a little bit. I went to Anime Expo like 5 years in a row, and I was very tired, exhausted of it. It was not the best. It was good experiences, but that's because my friends make the good experiences. The people you go with, those are what makes the experiences up. You have to find people that vibe with you. You have to find people that you can bounce off. You have to find people that you adore. You have to find a reason to keep going, and it should be your friends. And that's the reason that I went to Anime Expo like 5 years in a fucking row. I enjoy anime cons if they have good guests. I like good guests, but anime cons now, there's a lot of emphasis on VTubers, isn't there? And I like VTubers, but I can tell you, I have zero desire, absolutely minimal desire, to go to a con and talk to them for 60 seconds, if I'm lucky, on a fucking screen. That's insane to me. Welcome back, Crisbo. Okairi Nasai. What did you miss? You missed talking about glass going into penises. And that's probably the most important thing. When was the last time? Wait, what did you say, Salamander? Sorry, I asked what they do for a living, and it ends up them being a VTuber. How many VTubers live off of VTubing? Can't be that many, right? Maybe I'm out of the loop. Did I just treat you in Japanese? Maybe. True and real. When you come back, you're supposed to say Tadaima. While you see their DMs. My DMs are pretty clean. I'd be okay showing my DMs. My DMs don't have any insanity going on in them currently. They're rather normal, I'd say. But I was supposed to play a game. What shampoo do you use? Was that meant to be sent to my DMs, or? Let me see. What is it called? What's my shampoo called? One claimed to be from an agency over in Humboldt. Humboldt? Is that German? Humboldt? Also, why do you miss anime cons, Moon? Just go to them. Why don't you go to them anymore? Let's see. I'm trying to. What condition? I don't use conditioner very often. I don't use conditioner too often. I only use conditioner maybe twice a week. I don't know what conditioner it is, to be completely honest. They're awful now? I can agree with that. I can agree that they're not very good. Oh yeah, that's what I was talking about. They're very, there's been because VTubers took off and they're technically, you know, they're anime adjacent, otaku adjacent, which, you know, I'm a VTuber, I like VTubers. But now, there's just so many anime cons are like, our guests are these virtual livers. And I'm like, I don't care. In the nicest terminology, I do not give a fuck. If I wanted to watch them or talk to them, I would go on their stream, right? You should use conditioner every now and then, I think. I'm not gonna pretend I know very much, but conditioner is good if you use it infrequently. Infrequent use of it. It's important to take care of your hair. Your hair is very important. I can't find what shampoo I use. I will be, let me be honest. I don't remember the names of the products I use. If I like the product, I just keep buying it off of Amazon over and over again and then forget the name. I'll make you a promise and I'll figure out the name of it for you later. I'll post a tweet. I'll post a tweet or something, okay? I'll be like, here's my shampoo because someone asked. Or next stream if you're around when I'm streaming. The advent of social media soured me. I don't want to pin your fucking message. I want to read what that says. There we go. The advent of social media soured me on cosplay. I haven't even been to one since all the VTuber stuff. It soured you on cosplay? No, cosplay is awesome. How come I'm not? There we go. I was just frozen in silence. That's so depressing. You're bald? If you're bald, do you have to use some sort of product? Do you use some sort of product? That way you can get that anime look where it like gleams. Like you walk into the room and it's like people know you're there. It's like, Paching! Kakushi Goto? I watched Kakushi Goto. I liked Kakushi Goto. Interestingly, Kakushi Goto, Akiyuki Shinbo, the director of Studio Shaft, he's not a real director anymore, particularly. He doesn't storyboard, he doesn't do any of that stuff. He has done it under pseudonyms. But the one thing that he did super recently, and I say super recently, this was probably like 2017 at this point, the PV for the manga, like an advertisement for the manga, Studio Shaft animated, and it was one of the few things that he storyboarded in like the past 5 years or something. So, Kakushi Goto is cute. Kakushi Goto, it has a banger OP and ED. There's a banger OP and ED, and I know I'm supposed to be playing a game, shut up. Just don't talk to me, don't look at me. How do I do this again? Oh no. I want to... Even if it'll get me banned off Twitch, it's okay. Was it the opening or ED? It's the ED. The ED's so good! I prefer hot showers. I prefer hot showers, undoubtedly. This regular ointment, I see. Insult you? I'm a lot better at praise. Let me click on your Twitch profile. Let me do some research. Let me research something real quick, Nova. No information to be gleaned. No profile picture, no nothing. All I can go is based off of what you talk to me about. Why do I even have that? You suck. Jesus Christ, Nova. Nobody is ever gonna love you. I almost want to block you on this website just to not be reminded about the fact you will never be loved. I feel bad about that. I love you. I love you. Praise me? Thank you. Thank you so fucking much. What was the... You've done that before, and I don't want to be repetitive. You'll never be a problem to me, Nova. There's no such thing as being a problem to me for you. You are so lovely, and I absolutely love whenever we talk, okay? And nothing I said before meant anything. Are you trying to make me a tsundere? Person with the name trans rights hacked your friend's Discord. Praise you. Grisbo, I've known you for about an hour. But I can tell just based off of the way you type. You can tell so many things based off of the way they type. And also, praise you passively. Why is everyone getting so demanding with these redeems? You're making it hard on me. You're demanding so much in a short amount of time. I had it all in my head, and now I have to be passive-aggressive about it. You know, Grisbo, I haven't really known you for too long, and I don't want to build your ego because you're honestly undeserving of it. But you're very pleasant. You're very affable. I really like you, I think. Fuck you! Stop! I'm gonna increase the price. Salamander Man, you are important to me. Whenever you show up, you always have interesting things to say, and it gives me something to bounce off of, and I'm really appreciative of that. Not everybody can be interesting, but you manage to be. No more! No more! I don't know how to set limits. I don't know how to Twitch. If someone else does it, I'm gonna fucking kill myself. In Minecraft. What was I talking about? Oh yeah, there's something... Moon. Cosplaying's so fucking cool, though. Is it just the people? Is it just the people? Do you not like the cosplayers and how they act online? Like, that's understandable, but it should not kill cosplay for you, because cosplay is so awesome. It's less cool now? Oh. I'm a wonderful streamer, human, and Oni. I make your day? Oh. I do my best. I do my best because I am the best. Of course I make your day. Be prepared. Listen, I don't take compliments well. This is honestly painful. I would prefer you just actually insult me. I genuinely would prefer you just insult me. The idea of being complimented is too much. And this is Kakushi Goto. This is the ED. I love this ED. I adore this ED. It's very nostalgic. It's like Ferris Bueller's Day Home. Am I being degraded? Maybe I do. Maybe. This anime looks too scary? Are you afraid of cute Japanese girl? Are you afraid of Japanese school uniforms? Did cosplay ruin it that much for you? I think, Seal, if you're still here, you asked me what I thought of this show. It's unbelievably cute. It's unbelievably cute. It's not going to convince me to have kids, but it's unbelievably cute. Even though we barely met, if we met IRL, we'd be great friends. You think so? I think so. That's a compliment. That's 100% a compliment. That's saying that I'm very reflective. I'm very reflective and like fun to talk to. That's 100% a compliment. But I already know those things. It's not a compliment if I already know it. Compliment things about me that I don't know. I know that I'm perfect. You appreciate me being genuine and not trying to monetize everything. And if I didn't have COPD, I would run and take a bullet for you. It's okay. We'll put you in a wheelchair. Hopefully you make it in time. But that's Kakushi Goto. It is, it's unbelievably, in the same words that you use, it's genuine. It's a genuine coming of age for an older man. Because coming of age can happen at any point. Coming of age is not something that just happens in your youth. You come of age multiple times during your life. And in Kakushi Goto, it's about a dad raising his daughter, and he's a manga artist, and he draws some scandalous stuff sometimes, and he kind of tries to hide that. It's comedic, but it has its moments. It has its moments of poignance, and it's whenever the moments of poignance happen, it really adds to the comedy because you're like, this show, this series can be so unbelievably unforgiving in its poignance, but then just turn around and make you laugh because life. Things can be really hard, but you can laugh at the things that are hard. I really liked Kakushi no Goto. Highly recommend it. Highly recommend it. Even though it wasn't directed by who I wanted it to be. You're coming all right? Your tits are exactly 270 degrees apart, which is weirdly attractive. Are they? Let me get out the protractor. One sec. How do I take it off? Have you ever met a boy who doesn't know how to take his clothes off? Is that attractive? The obsession over clout. Yeah, I will say my time in the cosplaying community and just in content creation in general, there's I get it. Clout is nice. Having people like you, having people adore you, it's lovely. But eventually when it becomes numbers adoring you and it's not people to you anymore, it's gross. It is gross. I don't blame you for feeling that way. But I back in the day, I guess cosplaying really was this character matters to you. You're cosplaying them because they matter to you. And there are still cosplayers like that. There genuinely are. There's people who you see cosplaying something you've never heard of before, and you go up and talk to them, and you realize this matters to them more than I've cared about anything in the world. And that is, when you hear that genuinity from cosplayers, there's nothing better. So I think you should still hop on it. Maybe going to anime cons is a little bit cringe nowadays, and there's not too many reasons, but if you have friends and you have people that you can bounce off of, people that can make the night go fast, anime cons are still good. But I guess at that point, why not just go anywhere? Why not go to Japan? That's kind of how I talk to my friends. Because my friends, I talk to them. No fictional being matters? I disagree with that wholeheartedly. Fictional beings are the reason that I am the way I am. I appreciate real people, but I do enjoy myself some non-existence occasionally, Grisbo. It's not creepy, Grisbo, by the way. It's okay. I don't think there's anything creepy about complimenting physical attributes. Unless you're being creepy about it. Unless, like, it's intentionally, like... Unless you're doing it in a creepy way. And the way you did it made me laugh, so it's not creepy. Like, it's okay to compliment people about their physical attributes, but if that's all you compliment them about, you're probably not a very good person. And you didn't start with that, so it's okay. It's okay. But I the compliments matter a lot to me. Thank you so much. Matthew Lee. I don't like being complimented. It's hard for me. It's difficult for me. It's not that I reject the idea that I can be likable. In fact, I think I'm likable. But the idea that I think I am is what hurts me. Like, I hear the compliments and the fact that I'm right about it. It makes me feel self-absorbed, and I don't want to be a self-absorbed person. Yeah. I talked about this recently to somebody. Physical attributes can be important, and there's nothing wrong with them being important, but if you care more about them than you care about the actual person, then yeah, you're probably not a good person yourself, Oomphy. Let's be real. What was I doing? I feel like I'm having 17 conversations all at once, and the 17 voices in my head are all battling for it. Oh, goodness. It just turned into a Zatsu stream. I've had Somerville up, like, I've had the game up this entire time. Everyone is likable except evil people? I don't think that's true. There's people who I don't consider evil, but I don't like them very much. I'm a bad person, Tihi Pero. Same. I'll be honest, I'm a bad person. I don't hide it. I don't hide the bad parts of me. A protractor. Protractor PNG. I'm a pretty awful person, I believe myself to be. I'm a good person, but the bad parts exist, you know? The bad parts can make you interesting, or they can make you insufferable. I prefer to be likable. Where did that save to? Where did it go? I don't use Firefox. I've lost it. See, does it work this way? I don't know if it works. That's not a PNG! I fucking hate you, Google! I hate you! You've lied to me so often in life! Now I look like a fool! I look like an idiot! I'm a fucking intelligent being! I'm an Oni from the devils! From the depths! Devil himself said, you're so smart. When we played fucking Go or something, I don't know. We played chess and I beat his ass. I was trying to test the 270 degrees theory, but now I'm just upset. Now I'm just upset. I was lied to. I don't like liars. God fucking damn it. Get out of my sight. Get out of my fucking sight, you lie. You physical manifestation of a lie. Ah, oh, goodness. So anyways, who wants to play a video game? I don't know if I'm good or bad. All I know is everyone tells me my defining trait is my heart of gold. Don't listen to other people. Listen to yourself. I think it's good to listen to people, but it's important to understand yourself. What's a video game? It's something that all the streamers you watch never finish, me included, Moon. Even though on the second stream that you watched me, I told you I'm going to be different. I'm going to finish video games. And I've ADHD'd from video game to video game, or just spent 2 hours talking instead of launching the game. So I'm a liar. I'm sitting here lambasting liars, but I'm the liar. It's me. It was me all along. I'm so sorry. I'm genuinely so sorry. But this time things will be different. I hope. Okay. Okay. It's not working. I once again am a failure. I did not test things properly. I'm upset that I didn't get to do the protractor thing and actually test the 270 degree theory, because it would be very impressive if you somehow did that. Want to play Would You Rather? Grisbo, funnily enough, the past 2 weekends when I usually stream. Also, hi Hannah, how are you doing? I hope you're having a lovely night, or morning, or afternoon. Basically, just be lovely. You should always be lovely. You're a lovely person. But I was going to have a Zatsu Would You Rather stream the past 2 Saturdays, but things come up. Things happen, things come up, and I haven't actually managed to do it. So, my answer to your question is no. No, I don't want to. Because I'm going to do it on Saturday. I don't want to Would You Rather myself out. Even I don't know if I'm a good person or a bad person. I just know I'm an individual that was dealt a really bad set of cards, and I'm just struggling in life without making it worse for others. It's good to care about yourself, Salamander. You get dealt the bad hand, you have to consider yourself in the context of the bad hand. You're probably a good person if you think that much about it. Would I rather wear the same socks for a month or the same underwear for a week? I'll answer one question. Just because I'm a people pleaser. You're having a nice morning? Nice. What'd you eat? I hope it wasn't apples, because I've learned that they have cyanide, even though I was told it doesn't matter that they have cyanide. Would you rather wear the same socks for a month or same underwear for a week? The same underwear. Easily. Socks? Your feet are gross. Feet are gross. Feet are not made for sex. Yet people always talk about feet sex and stuff. But no. Feet are, if you let feet cook long enough, if you let it stew, that's way grosser than wearing the same underwear for a week. I would much rather, yeah, got a clean dick. Clean your genitals. Oh, you're still in bed. Aw. You're watching me in bed? That makes my heart flutter. The fact somebody has woken up and they're on their phone doing their morning service to not being productive and not getting out of bed, and you clicked on Twitch and you're watching me, that makes me feel really good. I'm a good boy. I think I'm a bad boy, thank you very much. I'm only a good boy when I earn it. Aw. It turns out that I'm a bed streamer. Everybody watches me from bed. If I ate 51 apple seeds, you'll die? I was told by Moon otherwise. I'm being given 2 false sources of information. Maybe Moon wanted me to eat that much, just so I would die. For some reason, she watches a lot of my streams, and then she just wishes death upon me. I am literally a fake doctor. I can be honest, from my human job, a lot of the doctors are fake. They're not fake in their profession, but they're fake in the way they communicate with you. Do I want to earn it? I could. I don't know if I want to. I'm not, but I do like when the things I receive are earned. I don't like the fake praises. I do want to earn it. I want to earn being a good boy. You gonna go to the gym in an hour? Weren't you just talking about how you were dying? Don't push yourself too hard, Grisbo. You haven't seen me in 2 weeks? I know. I stream at bad times. I stream at bad times for everybody. It's 1 a.m. Why am I streaming at 1 a.m. my own time? People who are in my own time zone aren't gonna be able to see me. You only need a few. Why am I getting such? Moon, you are actually the fakest of doctors. I'm now being told a few apple seeds will fucking destroy me. It's midnight? Yeah. It's too late. It's too late. God, I don't... 1:10 a.m. Fuck! I didn't play the game! I didn't play the game! If I launch the game now, I'm only gonna play for like an hour. Because I have to go to my human job. I have to rest up. I need a manager. Nobody can control me, Hannah. Let's be honest. Cyanide will murder anyone. And don't give me the duh. Have you not realized I'm a fucking fool? Have you not realized my genius is only specific in varying natures? It's very inconsistent. I'm literally the smartest person you're ever gonna meet. Let's be honest. You're gonna meet nobody better than me, nobody whose brain is larger than mine. But I'm kind of, you know, it's not all up there. You know, I get distracted easily, even though I'm extremely smart. Salamander or doll? How about... I'll believe Moon because she was the first piece of information I received. Salamander's coming in with false information later down the line. I trust those without a soul, Salamander. Soul doesn't mean much. Create a Discord server? No. I don't want to create a Discord server, not just yet. It's Discord servers a lot. There's a lot to do in a Discord server. Give me a few weeks, okay? It's a bit of a secret, but I'm probably going to be transferring in my human line of work. I'm going to be transferring departments hopefully in the next 3 weeks or so, and I'm going to have more free time. It's not going to be super hard for me to it's not going to be super impossible for me to exist online because it has been difficult. It has been difficult for me. But I love doing this. I love you all. I really whenever I'm here just spouting nonsense, it means more to me than I could have ever anticipated. I do. I remember you messaging me, and then I went to bed immediately. And then I haven't been on Discord like the past 3 days. I'm very complicated. I'm a very complicated creature, even though I'm unbelievably simple in nature. But we were talking about there was something interesting that came up in my mind, but I was already talking about several other things like I always do. I mentioned working hard, and then working hard kept coming up more and more. And there's this interesting idea in my head of, especially because Nova brought up good boy and that stuff, and that just makes me think of sadism and masochism. And a long time ago, not really a long time ago, when the demon form hadn't possessed me, when I met new people online, I would always test them. I wouldn't consider it a test because it's kind of fucked up to be like, I'm testing this person. I'm testing you. Little do you know that in this moment where we're possibly making a connection with one another, I'm testing you at every corner. I wasn't like that. But it's asking questions that are out there and not generic. They really add a lot to a potential relationship with somebody. And not romantic. I mean, it could be romantic, but just friendship and acquaintanceship. I would always ask people, are you S or M? Which is an idea I got from an anime from 2010. And I kept on doing it for a long time. I don't know if you've ever seen or thought, music isn't playing, Ino X Boku SS, Ino X Boku Secret Service. which that is a pretty decent show. I wouldn't really tell people to watch it very much, but I liked it quite a bit. And there was this one character in it that was just, the entire thing to do with it was sadistic and masochism. Neither, I don't need the sex to kill satisfaction. I wasn't asking you guys, but I will ask you, are you S or N? Be honest with me. If you had to decide on one in nature, and it's okay to say both. I don't need sex to kill satisfaction. No, it's not even sexual in nature. It's not even sexual. I know it's probably, it is, but it isn't, okay? Listen. Let me explain myself. I mean it in the way that you interact with others. Because some people like to bully. Moon, you didn't have to answer. I knew the answer. Never answer me again. They have ways they interact with people, and it tends to be how they are. They're either a bit on the meaner side, whether it be teasing or bullying, or they like when they're called out and they like when they're being teased. I think I like to go a bit of both ways. Fishing. Oh, the background sounds loud again? Sorry. There we go. Forgive me, I'm terrible at making sure the background music is actually of decent quality and not absolutely blasting people's ears out. But I would ask people this question all the time. And someone brought it up to me recently, or they didn't bring up the fact I used to ask these questions, but I was reminded of it. And I was thinking to myself while I was in bed, staring at the ceiling, staring into the darkness, as I always do, because the darkness consumes my entire being. But you guys are my light sometimes, so I appreciate that. I appreciate you being little fireflies. Masochism for me, it has to be somewhat worthwhile, if that, like, makes sense. They have to be so adept at being sadistic, bullying, teasing. They need to have maxed out their sadistic levels. I don't feel like I yield to anyone. I'm not really a masochistic person. I can enjoy it, but there has to be value in being it to me. If I know I can't win as I currently am, then I'm willing to fall. I'm willing to be the little masochist, to change. I'm willing to be the bullied for once. You try to bully a little bit less these days? Do you? Do you? Are you sure? Do I watch anime? Grisbo? You have no fucking idea. You have no fucking idea who you're speaking to. You don't know. You don't know about Glenn. I've watched over 1,000 anime. I might maybe be a broken human being, and when I tell people that, they usually leave stream or they think less of me. I don't have patience for people anymore. It is hard to have patience. Name all 1,000. Shakigan no Shada, Kakushigo no Goto, Joshiraku, Shigeki no Kyojin, Idol Master Saidam. I can't take the pressure, man! I can't take it. I'm a bit of a loser. I could name it. If you let me do that. Let me make that a stream just for you, Moon. Let me prove that you're nothing. That you can't hurt me any longer. I'm gonna do a stream where I name 1,000 anime off of the top of my head. What was I saying? Oh yeah, I think I'm more S in nature. If I ever came 8 IRL with some BS, I'll point out all the flaws of your character and leave. I already know the flaws in myself a bit too well, I would say, Salamander. I may be glitched a little bit. It happens. The brain lags. You know how it is, internet connections. I'm speaking directly into your soul, but it still requires an internet connection. They really haven't updated the technology in recent years. Got the problem in the butt? It's better to cut off people that you feel aren't healthy for you. But also, I would focus more on what makes somebody likable than their flaws, personally. I care more about what you value in being likable than what you don't value in being a bad person, I suppose. There we go. But yeah, I think I'm more S often than not. But I can be the masochist. I can revel in the pain of myself and, you know, whatever else is thrown my way. Though currently I've never met that type of person, the super, super, super type of sadistic person. The kind that makes me think they're on my level. I've never met my equal, if that makes sense. I've never met my equal. And I feel like until I meet my equal, I'm always gonna be the bully. Because I have a problem that I try to fix where I like talking. And as someone who likes speaking, I maybe control conversations too much, and I try to let people have as much time as they need. Nowadays, I really emphasize that. I emphasize everybody talking. I emphasize making it fun for everybody. And becoming who I am now, becoming Glenpai, becoming the VTuber, that's important to me. What's important to me is rubbing this horn and getting the magical aura of everybody's having a good time. Because if everyone else is having a good time, I'm having a good time. But I'm S. I'm the snake. I'm the slaughter of the night. The sex, even though I don't have sex. The syrup. The strawberry syrup, you know, the thick, sweet, poured over the circular grievances of bread? What is pancakes made out of? What are pancakes made out of? Can somebody... It's not bread, is it? Wait, why would it be bread? Are nurses SRM? I mean, I guess because technically I'm classified as a nurse in my job, I guess I guess they're S. If you can remain friends with them, they have a trait I don't like, just bring it up and tell them, yeah, no, of course. Communication is of utmost importance when it's talking with anybody. Flour, milk, egg. Moon, why do you know everything that I don't? When are you gonna not know something? When are you gonna not know something and it's something I know? Rubbing the horn reminds me of this upcoming game where you can rub demons' horns. Well, I'm not a game. I'm your life. If you're rubbing the horn, if you're touching your screen right now rubbing the horn, that is sacrilege. That means that you belong to me now. I know a lot about anime that you know a lot about anime that I don't know. Okay, so I've got that. But I'm used to that. People just think I'm a nerd when I talk about anime they don't know about. I want to know that pancakes aren't made out of fucking bread. I want to know stuff like that. You used to live such an ugly existence, one I hated and could never forgive myself for. Well, the fact that you aren't that existence anymore is all that matters. It sucks that you had to deal with being that way, but the fact that you addressed it is all that counts. You're into sacrilege, the joke's on me? No! The joke is always played on to me. How does this always happen? Why am I always the butt of the joke? Moon, I need... let me put that in my notes. I'm gonna get a background that's a church. I need to get a background that's a church because of our diving into religion. That's what we're becoming. Okay, so listen. I want to stream longer because I'm having so much fun. But I think a confessional stream. Oh my god. Where's the sheets? There's too many good ideas. Tell me. Let me pick your brains. What stream is a fun stream? What stream do you think is a fun stream? Because confessional stream sounds kino. Confessional stream sounds unbelievably fun. Because I'm gonna be honest, I love playing games, but as you can tell, it's so unbelievably difficult for me to play the game. Because I talk, and then you talk, and I talk to you, and I don't think, and I don't have a brain. So I need help. I need assistance. Because everything I do is a Zatsu. Everything I do is a just chatting stream, and I can't escape it. Even when I play games, it's the just chatting stream. It's what I emphasize, and then I suck at the game, and they're like, haha, Glenn's bad at games. And I'm not. I'm quite literally the absolute best at everything and anything. But I show my weaker side, that way you can feel some sort of relatability to me. It's the only reason I do anything wrong. I don't want you to be too intimidating. I like being the intimidating person, but I can't be too intimidating. You do that, so don't worry about it? I'm worrying about it. I can't not worry about it. Caveman stream? I have no idea what the fuck that means. Have a good night, Salamander. I hope everything goes well with you too. You have a great night, okay? I force it upon you. The night's gonna be great. I sacrifice any of the goodness of my night for yours. Stream where no big word? Is that what you're into? Caveman stream, no big word. Do you like idiots? Is that why you watch me? Do you like idiots? Do you like people who are reminiscent of cavemen? Let me give you a hint. Let me give you a little hint. What about this? I can tell you when I end stream, I'm not gonna be looking that up any further. I can tell you that's all I need. I'm more like a dog. Is that a good thing? I know a lot of female anime fans, Fujos, Yumeis, whatever their terminology they prefer, who really do tend to like dog characters, so I will take that as an amazing compliment. It's a neutral thing? Let's see. Doghouse stream. I'll spend an hour barking. I'll practice my barks. Just chatting is extremely important. I agree, Hannah. It's unbelievably important because you can hardly talk and play a game at once. It's hard. It's difficult. There's nothing you can really do to practice besides just doing it, and you get better at it. You get better at it. I'm not the best at it. I'm good at talking. When I'm playing a game, I definitely feel myself. I feel like a worse version of myself as I am now. When I'm just talking and I'm just staring at myself, staring at you, looking into your eyes, talking, that is genuinely my best. But do I bark a lot? Are you sure that's not all in your head? I remember I'm very bad at barking, but I had one good bark. I think it was when Runoxy was here, and she motivated me. I think it was during the Jump Man stream. What is it called? Jump Night? Jump Cane? Jump Cane. And I had one good bark. I need to practice it. I need to practice my voice acting. Moon, I'm a special man. I'm a special man. And I hope that you think that too. I hope that everyone thinks I'm a special man, because I think so. I think I'm the specialist. I can practice my barks now. I can't do it. I can't do it. I can't do it at 1:30 a.m. I can't do it at 1:30 a.m. We have to do this earlier. We have to reconvene. We have to reconvene. Got the horn back. Oops, that's the wrong button. There it is. I'm a special Oni. Moon, you're watching the wrong streamers if they're not barking at you. But I do like to leave it to special occasions. I don't like to waste it. Things become less special the more you experience them. Which is something I'm scared of. I'm terrified of that, actually. Just one final reflective inflection, one final moment of genuinity before I head to sleep. I do feel scared of people tiring out of me, becoming bored of me. That's very much a part of the way that I act, is because I try to not be that. I try to be something that you're excited to see, somebody that you're excited to talk to, somebody that you look forward to speaking with. Because the idea of being left behind because, I don't know, some idiotic idea that I'm one note, that I'm repetitive, that idea kills me. Which is why I try so many new things. You'll never tire me? Thank you. That matters to me a lot. Big Oni making Chihuahua barks. Bark! I don't. How do the big boys do it? How do the big dogs do it? The big strong Onis. That's not very cute of me. It's not very cute of me. I prefer the Chihuahua barks, I think. You watch the VODs? Oh my god. That puts my heart is in two pieces. That puts it into one. I like my streams to not be something that you want to miss, you know? I want them to be something that you can look back on and look at them and be like, this is still fun. But thank you so much. So, don't ever get tired of me, okay? Always, always, always only look at me. And if you look at anyone else, I will murder them. You are going to wake up to multiple news cases of you watching other streamers. You're going to be like, famous streamer dies in the middle of the night. For some reason, his throat got slit. We don't think it was a murder. I always slit other streamers' throats with my horn. So, only look at me, okay? But I had so much fun. I didn't play the video game. Video games don't exist. I'll be back on Thursday, Friday, Saturday. I'll see if I post a schedule to Twitter. We'll see. I know, Nova, you don't like Twitter. But I might post a schedule to Twitter. I kind of like not having a schedule, though. And I do want to do the streams a bit earlier. I'm doing my best. My best is good enough. Yandere. I don't think I'm Yandere. Well, maybe a little bit. Just don't miss the next stream or else, okay? Okay? Thursday. Maybe Wednesday night, maybe tomorrow night, if I have the energy after the human job sucks everything out of me. But Moon, Hannah, Nova, Salamander, everybody who has spoken to me tonight and made it a blast. I appreciate you so much. Maybe I should stream somebody. I don't see anybody streaming. Oh wait, Flavorful? I'll rate Flavorful, I guess, if I can. He's not, he doesn't human jobs? Yeah, the human form's very exhausting. But I'm gonna raid Flavorful if it lets me. Flavorful is he's not as attractive as me, but he's a good guy. He's a funny guy. He's a funny guy like me. He's a little bit goofy. He's a little bit goofy, a goofy skeleton. Check him out. I don't know how to raid. I forgot how to raid. No one is like me? Aw. Thank you. Well, check him out for something different then. I'm crying. Why am I crying? Wait, I don't want to end stream. I don't want to be separated from you all. I don't want to, actually. But I must. I have no choice. No choice. Eventually I'll have a choice, but for now I don't have a choice. Channel is intended for mature audiences. But please, he's a Skelly boy. He's a very funny guy. And I appreciate you all so much. Have a great night. I love you.